Okay, so, thank you guys for coming to this effective management seminar today. I don't know if you can see that very well, but today we're going to be discussing the five topics of management, or the five major functions of management. So to start off, we're going to go ahead with the planning. Everybody has to have a game plan. This is where the manager plans it out, has an established goal for the establishment or organization, and therefore he establishes what the goal is. Now, um, this this could be a marketing manager establishing a deadline for a marketing product, whether that's going to be a billboard, if it is going to be a brochure. So yeah, that's basically establishing what the goal is and the deadline. And so organizing it is actually the manager establishes the work assignment and establishes the the means of communication and the tools for the job. So the manager then tells the employees what their function is, what they're going to do, what they're going to complete. He also establishes the means of communication. Communication is very important whenever you're doing individual work, but you're also working as a team project. So communication is very important as well. And also the tools. It's very important to get the tools down to complete the job for obvious reasons. And so moving on, for staffing, the HR representative notes skills that are required to hire the person, and then hires those people who have the knowledge, the skills for the job, so the job can get completed. Um, that was staffing. Now moving up to leading and directing. This is when determining what needs to be done in a situation and getting people to do it. A lot of managers have to deal with this. Basically, you have to note what the situation is and come about it the best way. Telling your employees to solve this problem. This is very important whenever you're the one directing the whole project. At times, it'll be difficult for you'll come across situations where they might not be the best for the team, but it is important to direct your people to do whatever the correct is in order to carry that deadline or group project. And so moving on to controlling or monitoring. This checks the current outcomes against forecast plans and making adjustments when necessary so that the goals are achieved. And so this is basically um, taking control of the situation. If you know something's not working out right, then you need to make the proper adjustments in order for it to get solved. And then moving on, we're gonna be moving on to the different management styles. Now, no, all these are intertwined. They're very helpful. Not one of them is just used all the time. But these different types can obviously help you direct those people to the correct goal that you have. So the first one is the directing style, which promotes learning through listening and following directions, and tells the employees what to do, how to do it, and when it's to be done. This can either be done verbally, or it can be done through visual. A lot of things that a lot of the jobs now, or early in the jobs, you have a lot of these type of jobs where your boss tells you what to do, tells you how to do it, when to do it, and you just pretty much follow directions the way your boss wants you to do it. So in this case, this would work for a scenario where you're hiring a cashier and you're teaching them how to bag, how to do it, how to greet the customers. That would be in like the best ways to direct an employee is to tell them exactly what to do and when to do it. Now, there is another discussing style management, which promotes learning through interaction. It encourages critical thinking and lively discussions by asking employees questions about what the problem must be resolved. So this is a little bit more interaction. The way to come about a situation at work is by you working with the employee and discussing back and forth on based on the knowledge that the employee already has, and based on your knowledge to come up with the best solution and just basically work together. You're not really telling the employee what to do. This allows for a lot of creative thinking from the employee and just back and forth dialogue, which is very important. Now, this type of directing management style would work for let me see here. Sorry about that. Would work for, I would say, a toy factory manager working with a developmental team to come up with a new toy. So the manager does not come up with the toy. He does not have the single idea. He discusses it with his employees. They get back and forth dialogue to see what is the best solution for the market out there. Some of the pros of this, well, I obviously mentioned that you get to work with the employee, back and forth dialogue. Now, the cons are that sometimes not everybody participates. Only the one or two employees who are really outgoing are going to participate in these type of events. So those are the cons of that particular style. The last style that I want to bring up is going to be the delegating style, which promotes determining learning through empowerment. The manager assigns a task that the employees work on independently, either individually or in groups. Now, this is basically the manager assigns the work to the employees, and the employees then go and get to work on it. The manager is there for more of a moral support than anything, which encourages the employees to get that done. Gives them a sense of empowerment to complete this job. Now, some of the the pros of this is that the employees will learn by working on issues on their own. This empowers them to do this on their own. The cons is that might put pressure on them. It might cause anxiety on them with the workload, knowing that they don't have a sense of direction. But nonetheless, this management styles is very helpful for learning to a hands-on employee. Now, I would say that the delegation style would be used for a marketing executive who motivates the graphic designers and highlights their current work, encourages them, and appreciates the work that they have already completed.